Let's play Pokemon FireRed Fossil Run Edition by me, floodinmon14. What did we do last time? Oh yeah, I forgot, sometimes this will show. But yeah, last time we got to Pewter City for the first time, explored it, took on Brock, the gym leader Brock, got the Boulder Badge. And we also, we battled some trainers to the east of Pewter City. And I think that's it. Yeah, so this time, the plan is we're gonna come over here. Yeah, over here to this section of Route 3, and maybe we'll venture into Mount Moon for a little bit. But for now, let's just, I forgot who I have up front. Still BOGs? Okay, that's good. Yeah, let's just take a look around. Yeah, here's Spearow. Yeah, you can find Spearow over here, and, yeah, I'm gonna do as usual, and, battle, basically every encounter we see. That's just how I like to play. But, yeah, while we do, let me go over some of the encounters over here. So, yeah, you can find Spearow, as you see here. Still, you can find Pidgey. You can also find, yeah, we caught Jigglypuff, I believe, last episode. And if you see one, you might want to get it, because it's only like a 10% chance to encounter one. So you can also find Mankey over here. And the final Pokemon you can find are the Nidoran, both male and female. Now here for us, for FireRed, Nidoran female is only like a 1% encounter, so definitely, yeah, if if you're playing the same version as me, definitely catch it if you if you get Nidoran female. Nidoran male is about a 14% encounter rate. So, yeah, that's what we got going over here for Route 3. So, and for, let's see, for Leaf Green, it's basically flips. Yeah, so, in Leaf Green, Nidoran male will be like 1%. So definitely, yeah, catch it. And female will be 14%. So, that's what we got going on over here. So, okay. Alright. Nice static coming in clutch. Alright. Oh yeah, I did forget to look up like Pikachu's nature and stuff, but even just getting up to level 10, I don't feel like that's too big of a waste of time. Just because, Pokemon, they get so much EXP like so quickly at this level that, if I decide to like raise the other Pikachu, we can catch it up pretty quick. And Wi-Fi has gotten Tail Whip. Sweet. Alright, but yeah, this is, yeah, just to warn you guys, like, if you're just mainly here for the story of the game, and, like, I guess the plot and stuff, not gonna be too much plot. I doubt there'll be, like, unless we get really, really lucky. And, because long story short, I'm gonna catch all the available Pokemon we can here, and all the available Pokemon we can in Mount Moon, so, yeah, I don't know if that's gonna take 1 episode, 2 episodes, 3 episodes, it's just a matter of luck. So, yeah, if it's not your cup of tea, maybe I'll leave a link. Yeah, click the link below to find, plot episodes. No, I'm probably not going to do that, but like, yeah, just a heads up. This is more, casual, laid back, just kind of, and yeah, there we go. There's a Nidoran male. So, yeah, 14%. Really, and I would say either Nidoran males, obviously the more, Nidoking is pretty beastly. I would recommend it, but it's more, of the two, it's more offensively based. Eventually they both become poison and ground types. They start off as just poison types, but yeah, you might want to be careful using tackle or any physical attack like Peck, because you guys have an ability called Poison Point, which is kind of like static for our Wi-Fi, but except it inflicts poison instead of paralysis. So I think that's low enough. Oh wait, we have a. Do I want to try to put it to sleep? No. We'll just try to catch it. But yeah, Nidoran line. Really, either one. If you decide to go with either one, you won't regret it. They can line like a lot of TMs and just really solid Pokemon. Yeah. So I would recommend either one. All right, so that's our first capture of the day. Sweet. Maybe I should check these off as we go along, but let me read this first.
Nidoran, the poison Pokemon. Its large ears are flaps like wings when it's listening to distant sounds. It extends toxic barbs when angered.
Oh man. Well, I can't really think of a name for this guy, so you know what? If I decide to rename him later, that's fine. But for now, that's just neato, isn't it? Oh man. Classic. Alright, let's see what else we can run into. Alright, a Pidgey. Alright, and unlike Spearow, this thing does not have a flying move yet, so I'm okay using Poison Sting, I think. Let's see how much this does for Beetlejuice. Maybe you can handle one on your own. Maybe not, maybe not. Maybe I should switch. I think if I poison like right away, yeah, or if it does stuff like that, maybe I could. Yeah, cheese on. Oh, Beetlejuice, poor Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. Say it 3 times. What happens? Does it evolve? Just kidding. Alright, yeah, you know what? I did write all these down, so you know what? Let me check off Nidoran mail. Yeah, maybe a little checklist. Okay, so I'm gonna turn off my light here until we go to Mount Moon. Because, yeah, I just kind of wrote down the encounters, because there are quite a lot of different ones. Nice. Okay, well, you came with my Pikachu. So, we'll go to the Pokemon Center and heal. But, yeah. And I'll get Beetlejuice all the EXP. Yeah, so basically the only encounter we're missing from this area now, believe it or not, yeah, is the Nidoran female. So I guess we did get Nidoran male pretty early there. Yeah, because we got Jigglypuff last episode. I just looked at it. Yeah, Jigglypuff. That's a good nickname. Yeah, so okay, good start, honestly. That didn't take us too long to find that. Let me go heal. And I guess, yeah, you can buy the Magikarp from that guy. Is that technically an encounter? I guess so. Yeah. You guys remember last episode, we talked to this guy, and it's for 500 bucks, so, yeah. So really, the only outstanding Pokemon we have here is Nidoran female. Yeah, 1% is, I mean, we're gonna have to get really lucky, so if this is gonna be like a main episode. And we still have trainers to the west here, and I definitely want to battle all of them as well before we move on. Because long story short, I mean, I'm sure if you're an expert at this game, you know, but basically after Mount Moon, there's like a ledge, and long story short, you're kind of cut off from Mount Moon and Pewter City and Pallet Town and stuff for, I would say a decent amount of time. So really, yeah, if you're, geez, critical hit. Yeah, really think about, if you've done everything you want to have done before, before you just completely, and static, nice. Alright, well, we're going back and forth to the Pokemon Center, but that's fine with me. Yeah, because evolving Beetlejuice is on my list of things to do, so. But yeah, I think like Nidoking can learn like crazy good TMs, even TMs you wouldn't think. Like he can learn Brick Break, which is a pretty good fighting type move. I think he can learn like some fire moves too, like either Flamethrower or Fire Blast. It's just crazy. All of the different moves the Nidoran line can learn. So yeah, if you decide to go with one of them, I'd definitely look into it. Look into like what different moves they can learn by TM. And, yeah. One thing I will say is that, like, they evolve with the Moonstone. Both of them. Both Nidoking and Nidoqueen. But they won't really learn new moves. However, if you decide to evolve Nidorino at, like, level 22, I think it learns Thrash, which is a really powerful move. So yeah, if you do, yeah, just kind of consider that, like, do I want it to learn any more moves by level up? And yeah, but yeah, I would say if you decide to evolve it at level 22, probably pretty worth it for Nidoking. because Thrash is a really powerful move, and it has pretty decent attack stats. So. Alright, and you should get some decent moves by then, you know, like, you know, double kick and stuff, so. Alright, I think it learned Torn attack too, so. Yeah. Wi-Fi, you're up. Yeah, and I'm not gonna give, like, Seed too much experience, because Seed's basically good to go. It's kind of on par with, like, the levels I expect to find in Mount Moon, so. I think Seed's good for a while, you know, so. Don't want it, you know, too overpowered, don't want to make the game boring or anything, so. Alright. But if nothing else, this is good training, you know, for our, you know, in case I decide to use Wi-Fi or anyone else. Main key, alright. I guess, you know, something, you know, yeah, I remember last episode I was focusing on free for the powder moves. I guess I could also Speedro evolves fairly soon, I believe. It's like at level 20, I think, so I could kind of start focusing on that for the wild battles, but yeah, for now, you know, we're just kind of spreading the experience around. But yeah, that's something especially if we get Air Hummingbird a lot closer to, like, I think it's to level like 14 or 15. Yeah, definitely start focusing on it then. That's a good game plan. Oh man, yeah. See, like, static is it's really handy. The amount of time static has activated in this episode is, man, a lot more than I would. I think it's like a 30% chance or something. I don't know. I don't know the exact math, but yeah, both static and poison point, pretty decent abilities, man. Alright. And Wi-Fi's got like 7 HP left. And there are 2 bird encounters here, so we'll just kind of go back and heal up. Alright. Let me think. Actually, let me look at the Mount Moon encounters. Do I plan to use any of these guys on my team? Like my main team? Yeah, because we are getting some EXP right now. You know? Yeah. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Yeah, this one's level 7, so sweet. Try to poison it, yeah. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna get Beetlejuice all this EXP. But yeah, hope you guys are doing well. Hope you like the more, you know, kind of chilled catch. Maybe I'll just name this Catching Safari Part 2, just like I did the first episode. Because that's, yeah, you know what? Maybe like going forward from now, if I do, nice Beetlejuice, nice. Yeah, maybe if I do decide to, yeah, going forward, if I do decide, oh, you know, it's just gonna be, yeah, from here on out, we'll basically name all episodes where I do this, you know, just go around and catch it. We'll just name it Catching Safari. That way, like, hopefully, you know, it'll catch on and people will know what's up, you know what I mean? Because, yeah. But hey, if you are watching to this point, I appreciate it, you know. That's, yeah, we're just chilling, man. We're just chilling. Oh yeah, this happened last time too. I guess I don't think you could have anything with Thief at this point to steal items, but yeah, you know. I guess if you do find a Jigglypuff, it's not too bad of a stretch. I mean, orange berries are pretty good early on, so yeah, that's like, I think every Jigglypuff we ran into so far has had a berry. I don't know the % chance of that, but it's pretty good odds against us, I'll say. So Shed Skin's not coming in like it was last episode. That's okay. But yeah, berries are good. They are. The citrus berry can turn the tide of a gym battle, definitely. So Oh, you were spamming defense girl so much. By the way, does Jigglypuff not have an attacking move? I didn't realize like just how long we were in that battle, but not once I don't think did it do damage to me. So I guess it's just a matter of time. But I guess if you run into any Jigglypuff over here, I don't know what level it learns Pound, but I guess it's free XP. So there you go. I thought by 7 it would have some attacking move, but either it does, and you know the random the random AI is just it's silly, which can happen, or I don't know, that's a lot of turns though. Maybe it doesn't have an attacking move and Jigglypuff's just free XP over here. Kind of like Kakuna and Metapod. So yeah, let me know in the comments, guys. I'm not 100% sure on that one, but it feels like that was free XP, so. Alright. Still no Nidoran female yet, but as you guys have seen at some of my recent posts, such as Yu-Gi-Oh! Like a Master Duel Masochist challenge, I don't mind a challenge, So, we're in this for the long haul, folks. It is not a myth. Nidoran female is here, I assure you. It is here, and we will find it. No matter how many episodes it takes. Nice, nice. Yeah, Thundershock can. It has a low chance of paralysis. I think it's like maybe only like 10 or 15% or something. But yeah, every once in a while, it can paralyze as well as do damage. And here we go. All right, nice level 7 Y-Frag. Nice, nice. You've been doing good here, buddy. All right, so let's put down the keyboard, and Beetlejuice is evolving. Oh yeah. And there it is, guys. Alright, our Beetlejuice evolved into Beedrill. And just like Butterfree, it'll learn a new move at level 10. Yeah, and it is Fury Attack, yeah. So, not so much of a rivalry going on. Yeah, I remember I mentioned that, but yeah, I guess I'll just show Beedrill off just because we got it. So, here's a look at Beetlejuice, guys. Final form. Yeah, it's got Swarm. There are its sets, and there's its final, well, not final moveset, but there's its moveset for now, so. Alright, switch these two up. Okay, and with that, I think we will give Beetlejuice a bit of a break. So, let me go and move some things around here. So. Alright, and what's the recording at? I think we can keep going. Keep going for a little while. Alright, and now that we're at this point, shall we venture into Mount Moon for some catching? I think that's a good idea. So let's put, we'll just put Beedrill down here. Okay, and let me think. I think Nidoran does evolve pretty quickly. I'm thinking about what I want to take into the cave with us. Sure, you know what? Sure. Let's take a look at Nido. Okay, relax. I think that lowers like its speed, I believe. But yeah, it starts off with Peck, kind of like Spearow, so pretty solid move. Flying type move, which you probably wouldn't expect that from Nidoran, but yeah. And Jigglypuff below. Okay, actually, no. We'll head back down one more time. We'll do like a, until we need to heal again or something. Or we'll search around down here for about like 10 more minutes, I think. And then we'll head into the cave, so. Alright, can you take this on? Yeah, we'll switch trade for now a little bit. But I think once Nido gets to, around level 8, it could probably handle some stuff by itself, so. Alright. Nice. Wow, Wi-Fi, you're almost able to one-shot some of these birds here, so. cool. Alright. What do you guys think? How many episodes do you think this is going to take me? You know? Leave your guess in the comments. But yeah, I definitely want both, that's for sure. You do have packs, so yeah, low kick, that's not going to do much. Low kick does damage based on weight, I believe. So like if you hit something like an Onyx that weighs like over 400 pounds, it's going to do a lot of damage. You know? But, you know, if you're just hitting like first form Pokemon, most first form Pokemon, unless it's like a Rhyhorn or something, you know, it's not going to do too much. So. But Mankey does get better, that I assure you. So. Alright, Nito. First battle solo, nice job. Wow, nice. That's some good EXP, I tell you. Alright, another Spearow. This one's level 6. You know, that'll... Oh, that's nice. That's so nice. Oh man, like the first time Ash was trying to catch a Pokemon, like, you know, he was just kind of after basically anything, you know, he was pretty, yeah, and he threw a rock at that one Spearow. That Spearow got, you know, very, very angry. I'm sure you guys all remember that episode. Very, very iconic. And in the end, like, Pikachu, like, almost like absorbed a lightning bolt from above. Oh yeah, this is like free XP, right? Oh wait, this thing has defense curl. Well, anyway, yeah, Pikachu like absorbed like a lightning bolt from above and took out a flock of like, I don't know, there had to be at least like 30, 40 Spearow. That thing called in everybody, so pretty iconic, you know, Pikachu Ash. Mainly because, like, you know, Pikachu was kind of like, you know, not wanting to do what Ash told him at that point, and, you know, it jumping in to save Ash was, you know, yeah, big moment of friendship. Wow, wow, the accuracy on that sing, I'm sorry people, but that sucks. If that happened to me, like, in a training battle, I'd be like, are you kidding me? Like, what is going on? But yeah, it's not 100% accurate, it's 5% accurate, 50% accurate. Because that was that. Yeah, Nito energy, which, yeah, if you use it, basically you kind of up your critical hit chance for the rest of the battle. Yeah, you know, sometimes I guess if you get this combo off and you crit right away, it feels good, but yeah, sometimes you won't get a crit at all, even though you use focus energy. So yeah, it's I don't know. Oh, it looks like we can two-shot this thing anyway, so nice, Nito, nice. Oh, there's the poison point. Yeah, that's pretty cool. It's a good ability, so. But yeah. Alright. Oof, Nito level 9. Sweet. Yeah, you're growing up there pretty fast, buddy. Pretty fast. Okay. Alright. We got about like 6 more minutes left on what I decided for a arbitrary timer. And yeah. Well, actually, you know what? We can always come back to Route 3. So, you know what? For now, let me turn this on just to show you guys. So we're not gonna really fully explore Mount Moon or battle any of the trainers. Like I said, this is more of a catching episode. But let's just, you know, kind of take a peek in here, and I'll tell you guys what's up. So, all right, so this is Mount Moon. I love the music in here. I'm not going to get any of the items either. I'll save that for the main episode. But in here, yes, you can find Zubat. You can also find, let's see. Yeah, so this place has like different floors and stuff. But basically here in this first area, you can find, yeah, Zubats. Let's see, Geodude, You can also find Paris, which is a bug grass Pokemon. That typing is really rough. So yeah, you can find Paris at 5%. Paris, I wouldn't worry too much about it because there's another area where you can find it like 100% of the time. So, oh, hang on. Something came up on my computer there. Good thing this is more of a bonus laid-back episode. It had a little pop-up there from like a cafe. Let's throw a Pokeball, shall we? But yeah, Zubats, Paris, Geodude 25% of the time, and Clefairy is really, really rare, like 1%. So, yeah, if you see a Clefairy, by all means catch it. So, alright.
Zubat, the bat Pokemon. It has no eyes. Instead, it relies on its ultrasonic cries for echolocations to flit about in darkness.
Alright. And did we catch a male or female one? Well, that makes it pretty easy. We're gonna name it. Oh yeah, Batman. Alright, so let's but yeah, let me just show you guys. Let's skip her, I believe you can. Okay. So if you okay, let's see what this is. Nice. Oh yeah, well there is Paris. So I'll go ahead and catch this one. But this might KO it. Let's try. Okay. Jeez. Ah, yeah, Stunts 4, yeah. That's the draw to Paris if you are going to go for it. It does learn, like, Spore, which is a 100% accurate sleep move, which, that's pretty strong. That's, like, the sound of that is appealing, but it's just, it's got way too many weaknesses. I wouldn't recommend it. Anyway.
Paris, the mushroom Pokemon. Growing out of the bug's back are mushrooms called Tachukaso. The mushrooms grow with the bug host.
Interesting. Bug host. We're just gonna name you. These names are. I'm on fire with these nicknames, guys. We're gonna nickname you Paris. But yeah, it's quad weight to flying. It's quad weight to fire. Like. Yeah, it's, you know, I guess if you want the 100% sleep move, you know, just watch what you send Paris in against, I guess is the thing. But yeah, if you go into this area, this is like the in-between room, and yeah, here you can only find Paris like 100% of the time. In these kind of like in-between rooms in Mount Moon, you can only find Paris. So, which is good to know, because if you like, let's just say you really want a Nidorino, and you started with Nidoran here, well, just come in here and, yeah, you know, start using Peck on everything you see, so, because it's quite effective, so, that's good to know. But, yeah, so, I wouldn't focus on, you know, looking for Paris in the first area. I would just kind of come here to the second area, just one ladder down, and yeah, no matter what, you'll always find Paris. So, there you go. So, this should be another one. Yep. So, there you are. Alright, so, let me... Nice, Poison Point. Let me check these two off my list. So, we got both Paris and Zubat so far. Okay. But I think we'll head back up to the main area now. And... yeah, so the 1% we're still looking for are Clefairy and Nidoran female. Clefairy here in Mount Moon, Nidoran female, and Route 3. So. Alright. Oh, and we've been hit with paralysis a lot of time. Good thing Poison Point happened, because you know, it feels like we're at least making some progress. So. But yeah, paralysis, I don't think I've explained what it does yet, but yeah, you do have a small chance, nice. You do have a small chance of not moving at all or attacking, as you saw there. So it happened to us quite a few times. But anyway, need a level 10, sweet. But yeah, and we are still paralysis, so I may exit the cave and heal up real quick. Anyway, here's Geodude. It's a rock and ground type. Yeah, we saw it didn't have the best showing from Brock. You know, due to Seed just plumb taking it out. But it's okay, you know what I mean? It's got pretty solid attack and defense. Yeah, it's just, you know, if you can watch out for those weaknesses, it's, you know, for example, if you're using, like, if you want to catch one of these and take on the third gym, which is Surge's gym, perfect. You know, it learns ground moves eventually naturally by itself. I think it learns Earthquake at a pretty low level, you know, just naturally. So, yeah, there's some positives about it. Are there better rock ground types in the game? Definitely, definitely. But that is a pretty, you know, 2 quad weaknesses to grass and water are hard to overcome. But if you want to raise a Geodude, you know, it can serve you well, honestly. This thing can be pretty good. So, alright, here we go.
Geodude, the rock Pokemon. Its round form makes it easy to pick up. Some people have used them to hurl at each other in a snowball fight.
What? That sounds painful. It sounds like a paint.
Now, Saiyan, we shall play paintball. I don't want to play without the T.
Oh man, that's a hilarious Pokedex entry. You know what? And Geodude was caught. Sweet. Okay. So let me yeah, oh, let me not run into her. Careful. Okay, cool. We're good. We're good. Alright. I guess the good part about like a rock type is like, you know, like look at most of our early game moves like that we have available just from Pokemon we caught around. Pikachu, you know, it's completely immune from Thunder Shock. You know, Tackle, rock types resist like normal type moves. They resist flying type moves like Peck, so... And I guess Confusion's the best thing, you know, from Butterfree, but resist Tackle, resist Peck, so... Yeah, defensively, Geodude's kind of good at this point of the game. For its rock type will resist like most of what you're running into right now. It's just, yeah, you know. Probably don't want to use it against like fishermen or any water trainers, or definitely like don't raise this thing to use against the next gym, which is Misty. So definitely don't do that, you know. But, you know, if you've got it with the right, you know, the right type matchup in mind, Geodude and eventually Golem can be... Oh, also, make sure you can trade, because you do have to trade to fully evolve into Golem. So, just Graveler, it's probably not worth it, you know. But, you know. Sometimes you can't trade, though, and you gotta do what you gotta do, so. Alright, so we've healed the paralysis. So, let me check this off. So we found Geodude there, so yeah. Mount Moon or further south. You know what, let's look in here. Well, actually, there is a better spot later, by the way. If you are looking to catch Clefairy, there is a better, but it's, long story short, we have to do some story stuff. Yeah, because there is a better chance. Long story short, if you go a lot, wow, level 10 Zubat, that's pretty rare, I would think. But if you go a lot deeper into the cave, basically once you get to like the final area, or like the lowest basement you can get to, Clefairy is found at 6%, which, you know, that is a lot more manageable, I would say. But obviously, I'm going to try to catch it the way we're catching it now, because I don't want to, like, spoil stuff. So, yeah, it may take me a while, but, that's okay. Alright. Wow, the Zubat was flinching us with Astonish. I feel like I already have to go back and heal. But as far as Zubat, yeah, it's... Poison Flying is good, because, you know, since you're flying, you remove your weakness to ground, right? And Zubat is pretty fast, you know. You would think it's, you know, not good, because, like, a lot of the Team Rocket members use it and stuff, and it's easy to KO. But actually, and, you know, just because it's a really common Pokemon, you would think, like, oh man, this thing's no good, but, like, Crobat is a beast. Crobat's really fast and has good good attack. The only issue is you need the national dex for Crobat. So yeah, if you're willing to wait until like after you beat the Elite Four, That's a long wait though, so I can understand if you want to pass on, because just Golbat, I don't even think Golbat can learn Fly. So yeah, just Golbat, that may be a deal breaker for some people. So I understand that, but overall, you know, Crobat's a great Pokemon. So if you're willing to wait, go for it. If you're not, okay. I fully understand. I fully understand. It's so funny as well. You know, Zubat's using Leech Life here, which does damage and heals you. It's so funny. So in later games, right, they really, you know, for a while, bug types had a stereotype of being just like, oh, early game bug type, it's bad, you should probably pass on it. You know, kind of like, you know, Caterpie and the Weedle line. Like, it was meant to be kind of like a tutorial Pokemon, like, oh, hey, it evolves fast, but it's not so good, you know, long term. Yeah, but it's funny, like in Sun and Moon, they made Leech Life, like, right now I think it's only like 10 or 15 power. I might be wrong about the exact power. Long story short, later in Sun and Moon, they gave Leech Life a huge buff to where it's like 80 power. And because of that, they actually took away, I don't think Geodude knows Rock Throw at this point. They took away Leech Life from Zubat's Lunset and gave it Absorb. Which I find hilarious. I mean, why not just, you know, would Crobat really be so overpowered if it learned, I mean, would Zubat? Zubat has really bad stats, you know, as a stage 1. Would Zubat really be so overpowered if it had an 80 power bug move? You know, at like level 7? I don't think so. It's just really funny how they changed that, though, to me, you know. Anyway, the hunt continues. Alright, I think I can bring a slide back up. Let me see. And, yep, I think that we covered... Okay, yeah, we're good. Let me check. I mean, but yeah, there were some tools enough already, like the EXP share itself and some other stuff. I mean, Gen 7 was, you know, yeah, it's already easy enough. Let Zubat keep Leech Life, you know, which it's a Bloodsucker Pokemon, like, it's like a signature move, right? I might be alone, I'm the only one who thinks that, but I stand by it. Alright, almost getting to where 2 packs can take this thing out. Alright, I'm gonna get a drink of water. Almost level 12, okay. Let's see what we got here. Oh wow. I didn't run into anything for a while there. One thing I would also say is that if you are, well, I guess it kind of doesn't matter in this game, but like, let's say you're playing like Diamond and Pearl, or you know, Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, or etc. If you do catch a Zubat, you want to make sure that like you don't, because in the end, like Golbat is a happiness evolution, which yeah, some evolutions. Oh, double kick, nice. Yeah, some evolutions like your Pokemon's happiness needs to be as high as possible. So you may want to you know, just try to make sure it either gets knocked out as few as possible, or like switch train it the whole time until you're sure, like for sure, it won't get knocked out. Yeah, double kick's pretty good though. 30 power, hits twice, fighting type move. So, all right, neato. Let's see. I'll do like 2 or 3 more encounters here, and we'll head back out. We'll just kind of shuffle between both areas, you know what I mean? See if we can find the 1%. Alright. Oh, definitely my favorite happiness evolution though. It's gotta be Espeon. Do that. I don't know, I'm sorry. Espeon is just really cool. Really cool. Yeah, when I first found out how to do that for Gen 2 for like a new Pikachu. I mean, I see the appeal of Umbreon though. I think it's better in competitive and stuff. Its defenses are insane, but you know, of course the moon, like the moon symbol on its head, that is pretty cool. I will admit. But I don't know. I just like Espeon more, man. What can I say? Espeon's cool. Okay, so we've healed up. Yeah, let's do a search down here. Let's see. And how are we doing on time? Okay, I think I'll search around here for a little longer. And we'll see. If we don't find the Nidoran female, we'll continue in the next episode, which is cool. Cool by me. Well, we'll find him eventually, guys. I'm not worried about it. So. Alright. You can probably take on Pidgey now, but 2. Neato. Alright. And, you know, if there is one appealing thing about Zubat, it's that it actually feels like a flying type Pokemon. Because, like, you know, Pidgey and Spearow, as well as Doduo, I guess, too. Like, they're all normal flying, which, you know, it feels like as a flying type, you're super effective against fighting types, right? But they don't actually resist fighting. You know, if something uses, nice poison point. But yeah, if something uses, like, you know, Brick Break or Cross Chop on them, it'll be, like, normally effective. Because, you know, super effective against normal, resisted by flying. So the nice thing about Zubat is it actually feels like your flying type is doing something. You know what I mean? In fact, it'll quad resist fighting, which is pretty nice. You know. So, yeah, you know, they make a lot of normal flying types, though. I will say. All right, neato. And level 13, sweet. Alright, let's keep going. Okay. Oh, nice, Nita, nice. Can one-shot him now. That feels good. Oh, it's a good thing I caught that Nidoran when we did. Oh, okay, there's the one. I was getting ready to say, I think the one we ran into earlier, like, that was the only one we've seen so far, so. Which is odd, because it is 14% chance, so it's a lot higher than Jigglypuff and stuff, so, yeah. Sometimes it's just a matter of chance. Alright. we're getting Nito close. Yeah, pretty soon Nito here will be ready to evolve as well. I'm pretty sure, well, I could be remembering wrong, but I think the Nidoran, I think both of them evolved at level 16, almost at like starter levels. And like, I don't know if the Nidoran line has been a starter in any game. They almost feel like they could be though. Well, if it wasn't for the Moonstone thing. Yeah, if they just like changed the Moonstone evolution to, you know, like level 32 or 36, like some starters, I could see like a regional. Yeah, because they make like regional forms of Pokemon now. I could see like a regional form of Nido King and Nido Queen. I could see that someday. Because it almost feels like they could be starter Pokemon. You know what I mean? I mean, I guess they're not the traditional, like, water, grass, fire type. But, you know, you could make another tri-type. Of, like, I don't know, poison, dark, and fighting or something like that. I don't know. I could see it. Someone might have, like, a, you know, a ROM hack like that. Pretty cool. Alright. 14 for Nito. Is that our first Pokemon at level 14? I believe so. Sweet. Okay. Alright. Let's keep going. There's another Nidoran. Okay. Take him out, Nito. You got it. Now this thing must have some pretty good defenses too. I'm almost like I'm more than twice his level. That only did half damage. Yeah, that's pretty good. But in general, poison types are pretty defensive. Like, definitely. If I were to recommend, well, like at this point, poisons aren't like super effective against fairy types, right? In fact, the fairy type doesn't exist. So if you want Clefairy for the fairy type, I wouldn't catch it for that. Not in this game. And it's definitely not the best normal monster around, although Metronome is pretty, can lead to some hilarious hijinks. So yeah, if you catch Clefairy just for that, I understand. It also gets Sing pretty early, kind of like Jigglypuff. But no, yeah, like I remember talking about Arbok and how Intimidate's pretty good. That is a solid poison type in this game. It's more bulky than you think too. But if I were to recommend any poison type that you use like on your main team, I think it takes a while to find, but Coughing. Yeah, Coughing's pretty good, because I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure in this gen it gets Levitate, which is really nice. Levitate's an ability that makes it to where ground types won't hit you, so yeah, that's pretty nice. I guess Gengar technically is part poison type, so... the physical special split hasn't happened yet in this game though, so it's kind of, I mean, Gengar is pretty good though. So, yeah, Gengar and Coughing Wheezing. It's got really good defenses too. But yeah, just a pure poison type. Yeah. I mean, I guess Muck is, which is better, Muck or I think Wheezing is just slightly better. That's just me. Level 15. Sweet. Yeah, and the only reason I say that is because as beastly as Nido King is, and Nido Queen are, eventually they add the ground type, which, so that makes you weak to Psychic, Ground, I guess it removes the grass, like ice and water, so It is, I mean, 4 weaknesses is quite a bit, so. Am I missing one? I might be missing one, but yeah. That's the nice part about wheezing is like, it's like, okay, if you've got psychic, I gotta watch out. Otherwise, I'm good, so. Alright, well, what time are we at? It looks like, well, this has been about a decent amount of time, I think. So, next episode, I think we'll continue. Yeah, we'll just, Catching Safari Part 2, Part 3. And, yeah, we'll go from there. Yeah, and, yeah, I think I'll just make it all catching. And, yeah, and then, we'll kind of break it up to where, like, once we start the main series stuff, I'll, you'll know, because I'll start by, like, finishing the trainers over here. Yeah, over here on Route 3. But, yeah, more Catching Safari coming next time, guys. So, we'll check both in Mount Moon and here on Route 3. Alright, thanks for watching. And have a good one. Bye. See you all next time. Alright.